Hello English students. The purpose of this video is to teach you the correct way to do a reader response for my class, which is an upcoming assignment. However, before we get into explaining the procedural details about how to do the reader response, I need to explain what exactly, or at least briefly explain what the reader response is and when you're going to be expected to write one. The reader response, for me, the way that I see it, is a way for extending your understanding of a text once you've already studied it. And also for English 2 honors students or just honors students in general, it's a way for you to develop ideas for a literary project, which is, we're going to have a literary project for every unit of study. So you'll be doing reader response for every text we read. At least that's my hope. This is the first time that I do this, that I actually have this assignment, so we're going to see how it goes. But like I said, it's a way to help you think about this text that we read a little bit in more detail and more deeply, to help you with your projects and to think about the critical issues within a text. So let's get into the procedural details of the reader response. The first thing you're going to do is go into, by now you should have, let me just say this, by now you should have already read the text. In my instructional plan, you should already be read the text, did all the assignments associated with it, and you should have already just finished doing your inventory. So you should know the text already. Well, so now you're ready to do the reader response. And to do this, you need to go into your Google Docs. For me, it says Drive up here, which is where I'm at now. And you're going to create a new document. So you need to press Create here. And press, once you hit Create, then you hit Document. Because we're not doing a presentation, spreadsheet, or form, etc. We're doing a document. When you're on the document piece here, you should have in the upper left-hand corner, you should say Entitled Documents. So you're going to have to title this, and there's a certain way that I want this done. But for right now, you need to see that you have, make sure that you have 1-inch margins around, which is kind of hard to see on here. But as you can see right here, we see the 1 inch, and we can infer that it's all the way throughout. Okay, so the next thing that we do, sorry about that. The next thing that we do is we have to title our text here. And the way that we do that, the way that I want to, because the reason why I say title in the beginning, otherwise you're going to forget to do it and you're not, it's going to get lost and you won't get credit for it. So first you need to title the document. Okay, so for me, I'm just going to use a generic name, generic name that everybody gets, as far as, you know, John Doe or Jane Smith or something. So I'm going to use Jane Smith. So the first thing that I want you to do is last name first. So Smith, I'm going to do it all in caps just for me. Smith, you don't have to do it in caps. And then you're going to go Jane. For me, it'll be Jane. So that's that. That would be my last name and my first name. Next thing, you put a hyphen here. And then you put your period. I'm going to say that I'm in period 4. After that, I'm going to put reader response, but instead of writing reader response, I could just put RR. I know what that is. And then I'm going to write the text title. And the text title, I'm going to pretend that I'm doing Harrison Bergeron. So I'm going to write Harrison Bergeron here. Okay. And then I'm going to press OK. So normally what I would have is the date. If you wanted to add it on there, the last thing I put is the Harrison Bergeron. If you just wanted to be a little bit more detailed about it, you could actually put another hyphen and then put the date that you're doing this at, or the due date for the assignment. But in any case, we're going to do our heading, which is an MLA style format. So it should be, it should be normal, generic, you know, regular MLA style font should go Times New Roman. So we have to change the font in here. The next thing that we do is 12 point. And that's just so it can see better. So that's a normal, you know, type of font for size and font for MLA when you do an MLA paper. And the next thing you do, well, actually we're running out of time, so go ahead and change the font. If you're on your iPad, change the font and the font type and the size of the font. And I'll continue another video.